needed, and I don't know what the county's policy is on inspections, and who does those inspections, and what the cost of those is, and who bears that cost.
You're talking inspections of the structures
Yes,
themselves. I would say that would probably fall under BNS, I would imagine.
It's not,
Even though they're not travel.
it's not on the inventory.
Bridge inspection.
So who wants this inspection?
well, we've talked to several different people, different companies, different inspectors, and they've all asked them if they would inspect the last. And I was under the assumption that perhaps they need to be inspected before we can even move forward with restoration. And then
We've never heard, I guess I would ask what state agency or what person with the state requires the inspections. Because if somebody, all they want to do is sell you an inspection, they'll tell you whatever.
Dan Collins worked on it.
Yeah.
He already looked at it, he's
Yeah.
the expert on it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
We've
the
never
only,
had it done before.
the only current inspection schedule I would say would be the Rock Wood Bridge because it's open for wheel traffic. And of course, these
So
two,
if it's not wheel traffic, it does not need any.
well,
inspection.
I guess not. I mean, is that correct, guys?
The bridges we have inspected in the county are the ones that are in use. Our engineering firm, that's a state requirement. They have to be inspected.
We were, this week, two different companies that told us it needed to be inspected before we could restore it. We just didn't.
I guess if I could
What's
get,
going on?
like Tim
There might be
said,
misunderstanding and think there's still traffic on it.
and that could be, I would get a hold of Dan Collins if I could and just, and
It's
ask him.
impossible to get hold of.
But you can't get a hold of them.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
We've been trying to get hold of Dan Collins since January the 10th, when we handed him a check.
Yeah.
For what work he will do, and he's had no response.
We are working with another company that's giving us a quote and a plan to restore it.
Mhm.
And they do the engineering and all that. So,
But they want an inspection?
no.
Is it
They
the
do.
federal grant people want the inspection?
Yeah, but I was under the understanding that USI had a contract through Fountain County, and then they had called us a couple of times regarding looking at the bridges, and giving us an inspection and helping us move forward with the plan. Maybe they are just trying to sell their company's good work, their engineering work.
It may be
It
there-
happened to be an outside bid on that, it wouldn't come to us on the bridges, maybe.
Right.
BS has got our bridges.
Who?
Yes.
Are you yes? All right.
Well, have you ever heard of a covered bridge that's not in use needing a state inspection?
Typically, pedestrian bridge, people may want to have pedestrian bridge, which that's what it would be. They want to have it inspected just if they were preparing to have renovation work on it, but not on like an annual basis or like year basis. Or anything like that.
Well, I would say wait till you find somebody that can do the work. and-
Can I ask a question? Who at the state could you ask if an inspection is even needed to move forward?
The only person who's mentioned that would be the Indiana Covered Bridge Association, and they mentioned having an inspection.
Okay,
And they were going to bring somebody else on the road, but then there was an issue within that family.
because my understanding of the reason they were asking about having an inspection done is because they wanted something to go by from the beginning, but if that doesn't exist, that is why it was asked about the inspection. They wanted to know if one even existed.
Right, and I spoke with Mr. Beers there, and I didn't recognize him, BSNIC, and Beers Engineering, BS Engineering about it today, and the possibility of moving forward with the inspection. I was under the impression that was required.
The inspections, it all depends on what the scope of the inspection is. So just like, if one went and had a physical, just to have your eyes checked, maybe your throat checked and things like that, but if you wanted to have a full physical, there's a lot of different things that go in with those bridge inspections, so.
But it's not a requirement to do a restoration project for pedestrian bridge.
I would think that we have to has some sort of an inspection to be to determine the scope of work for renovation.
And that most likely would be covered by whoever we hire to do, as a contractor to do that, is that correct?
Currently, it's VS Engineering.
Typically, what you'll end up with is a preliminary engineering report on something like that, that will generate not only the scope of work that needs to be done, but the phasing of the scope of that work and typically the cost of that work.
That's what you would do.
We will do that with our other ones.
Well, we want to make sure we do this right. I don't want to get in the middle of a big project, it's a very expensive project, and find out that we didn't jump through the right hoop at the right time. You know, this is a major project for us, and it costs a lot of money, we want to make sure we do it correctly. And I was under the impression that that was something that was needed and required.
Put it out to talk to somebody that's.
We've been in contact with the National Federal Bridge Association as well as the State Federal Bridge Association. They have been out here on several occasions to look at the bridge. Okay. So I'll probably be back. Hopefully that takes care of it.
Did you have anything else at this time?
No.
Well, I just hope we get the trees, get the trees and the ditching done yet this fall. Nothing's happened since that one day of work.
Okay, you had some trees that got in the creek, yeah, that's,
We got,
they got that.
got it covered, be done this week.
Oh, okay, okay,
No problem. It's scheduled.
okay. All right,
Excavators loaded, ready to go.
okay, all right, all right,
Thank you all.
fair enough.
Thank you all.
Okay, thank you. No, Rusty,
Okay.
put you on the hot seat.
I'll accept this hot seat.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay, hot seat's good.
Actually, yes, the trees will all be made, and the ditching that he's talking about will be done. And that is scheduled for Thursday, because Thursday is not supposed to rain. And we just moved the excavator back to do that. Tomorrow, we're finishing stone cut, or I call it stone cut, it's not, it's substation road, we're edging substation road, that'll be done tomorrow. And the sides will be done and everything will be completed on that. Also, we'll lay a mat on 1,000, where we had the big pipe taken out with
Oh,
AT&T.
yeah,
That'll be, it's settled enough now that we'll dig that out and map that. Foam break is done, the guardrail is ordered, and should be here within 2 weeks to put a guardrail down to that. I don't know if you have to look.
no, I know.
We removed probably 75 trees. We expanded the roadway approximately 5 feet per side. Both property owners signed agreements. It's netted. On the north side, the grass is about 3 inches tall. On the south side, it's just spiking through. Roger went out with me and he couldn't believe that we did it in-house. He wanted to know who the contractor was. I said, we did it, Roger. And he was impressed the fact we did that. It's been blacktop and that's laid over it, and the only thing we haven't done is when we come out, there was indiscretion as to where we were gonna stop, so we have a speed bump that we will get taken care of shortly. It's not a big one, but it's a speed bump. So other than that, unless you guys have something else, that's all I got.
I do not. I don't think Garth is here this evening. He said he may not be. Terry's not around the corner.
Yep.
Health Department acknowledgement of $12,000 distribution of Go
Eric's here.
Fund Me funds. Eric?
Go fund me funds.
Yeah, you are.
Just an update, met with Kent on 234,
So,
Charlie policy, yeah. And, doing his thing,
Okay.
he's, need to go back and try to get some of the pictures, so we're gonna, other than that, that's all I have, unless you guys have something for me or.
Thank you. Joe?
understand, and it's something next thing around, is the confirmation of our emergency operation plan. I need your signatures on it, so that we can get it sent into the state.
Okay.
She's got a paper here for you to sign.
Okay,
And you wanna, if you wanna go through it again, just verify everything in here.
I'll take your word on it. Is the burn ban still in force?
Yes, it is. It'll be in force until either the fire service says, hey, we can take it down, or you gentlemen say we're done with it, and you can take it down. But they've been having fires, they had one, I think, yesterday or day before yesterday. And the day after we put the burn ban on, all 7 departments in Fountain County were out that day, fighting field fires, brush fires, woods fires.
And all 3 in Warren County too.
And Warren County, Vermillion County. So it's still, even though we've gotten rain, it's still pretty dry.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Joe, is that something that we have to do at a meeting, or could we call you or get you?
That can be done if we wanna, if you wanna say something, or if the fire service decides, hey, we're good with this now, I could call the commissioners and say, hey, we're good with this, and we can set it out, and then at the next meeting, you can finalize.
Okay, all right,
Okay,
very, very good.
okay, other than that, I need that signature.
Okay.
Tonight.
We need a motion on that,
On what?
on this disaster emergency plan.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
you're talking about. I'll make a motion for you.
Ready for the vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
Votes 3-0.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Rusty, we had a council meeting this morning and touched on this. I guess the repeater is bad.
It's out.
It's
yeah.
gone.
Where's
Now-
it located, Rusty? Where is it located?
In the upper part of the shop.
Okay, is it on
Right.
your
And when I had mentioned to somebody, he said, you've got to have that, you need to ask. I did, and then he wants it moved where it's in my office, and nobody has access, but myself and Europe. Instead of sitting upstairs, because the school was hooked into the same system.
That's it. Yeah, that's what Jimmy Lee said that.
Yeah, and that's who came to me and said, you need to get that taken care of. So that's basically what I did. Now, thanks to the council this morning, they said around 12,000. I gave you guys a copy of the actual, what they bid.
Mm-hmm.
That's not moving to my office. Jim thought there'd be at least another 500-600 foot of cable and the setup in my office. So that's why I think he has, somebody said 12,000 this morning.
He said 10 to 12. He wasn't sure
Right,
exactly.
well, this is the equipment bid and the installation right there, except for moving it, I think it's 175 more feet and securing it in the office, the locked office, instead of just upstairs in the attic.
So
And I
9,800.
hadn't asked them to give me a quote on moving it that far, because at the time, I just wanted to get it.
So $9,804, is that?
That's the cost of the equipment. So if there's any extra on moving it or whatever, I'm sure we can either come up with this budget, or, I mean, I'm sure we can cut it. Because it's not gonna be here probably until February,
Okay,
all the new equipment that he had to get.
okay.
And I didn't even, like I said, I didn't know what that, I knew we had a communication problem that we were up north, down south. Until they come and actually said, oh, you don't have to use this.
Uh-huh.
And the biggest thing on that is besides safety for the men out, we can also check where they're at, what machine's doing what. And 2 times earlier, and when the state was chip sealing, I had 2 calls for broken windshield. And I said, first of all, what color? Oh, it's a white truck. I said, you're sure? Yeah, it's 32 and 234. Or 234 and 41. I said, oh, okay. I said, it was a white truck. Yeah, it was number 25. Number 25 was sitting in Kentland pulling material down at that exact time. And it was a state highway truck that hit that car.
State.
Twice. But I was able to print off our location of our equipment with that number at that time. Saved us an insurance claim twice. That's my main reason for wanting
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm sure there's other reasons for the track industry if you're doing this, or say you are, what have you, but I like it for the fact I know where they're at.
So we need a, we need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Ready for the vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
The vote's 3-0. We got a community crossings grant application, a commitment letter in the amount of $421,732.25. And we have to make a local match that is at least but not limited to $105,434.06. Need a motion on that to continue.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Ready for the vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
Great.
3-0.
I might add on that, that's the call we're doing now for April, May, January 20th. The rest of what we had originally said will probably come in on the after January the 20th for the July, August call.
Okay.
So with the original might be close to what we end up with. I just want to put it.
And so I'll do another letter, correct?
Yes, at that, but we won't know that until the figures and everything.
Gotcha. Okay.
Rusty, you may already know this, and I found this out when, before you were on, and when they were doing, New Liberty
Right,
down there. And I talked to the lady with this, well, I talked to,
Susie Kim.
Susie Kim, and she said that we were really hurting ourselves, or she thought, by doing the work ourselves. She said we'd have probably double the money available.
We're working on
Okay,
it. Yeah, you're at, yes and no.
okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean.
Well, I wasn't sure. I just want to make sure you knew about it, or.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, she said,
okay.
I agree with you.
Resolution 2020-19, miscellaneous bridge repairs, $150,000. Anybody need anything?
Did you vote on that?
Yeah, 3-0.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. I didn't hear you say, because you started talking to Rusty.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Okay.
3-0.
Okay.
Is this on a certain bridge, or is this just this 150,000 miscellaneous bridge repairs?
Your additional for your Cume Bridge,
Yes, yes.
is that just one bridge, or is just because you're needing the
No,
funds
we're
to?
gonna finish off everything that was under before I got here. Part of, plus what they had switched today.
They did a bunch of transfers this
Right.
morning at
Yes.
the council.
Right.
So this is on top of it. They need additional funds because there's no more money to transfer around.
Right, and we're trying to get everything wrapped up before.
Yeah, right here.
Okay. Yeah, they transferred about 328,000.
Right. That includes guardrail and everything that we got on the contract, 3.530 and.
Cume Bridge, resolution 2020-19, I need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Ready for the vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
Votes 3-0. This is, the next thing up is a release on the bond for the landfill on the north
Great.
mound.
Yeah.
In the amount of $442,580. This is for Bell Excavating.
It was a bond that he had to hold for us to do the work. The work is completed. He's been paid, so we can release the bond.
And the last time I did that was in December 2018. Greg and I can fill out the form. I think I signed it, releasing it upon, commissioner's approval, at their meeting. That's how we did it last time.
I'll make a motion, we release the bond.
I'll second.
Ready for the vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
Votes 3-0. Auditor report of school funds, fines and forfeitures, $671.50.
Make a motion to accept.
I'll second.
Ready for the vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
Votes 3-0. Community corrections, we've got a revised grant application.
Basically, what's happened is I came in and asked for a grant for 2021 and put us on a calendar year. And anyhow, what they've done now is they've decided they're not going to make a decision about that yet. They're just going to give us what they gave us in 2020. They're going to give us half of that to get us through January 1 to June 30th. They did this last time also. They were kind of run this every 6 months. So the 2020 application, 2021 is a little different. We now are using half funds that they gave us last year. So I'm just asking to accept less money than what I had asked for, but, and I'll be coming back again in probably 6 months. Just a technicality, it's the way their states decided to do it. And like I said, it's just something out of our control. So we just read it over again.
I'll make a motion to approve the revised or the grant application.
I'll second.
Ready for the vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
Votes 3-0.
She has one.
I'll sign it and give it to you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not really, I was gonna say something this morning and I got sidetracked on this at the council. But we got an amendment on the IT contract agreement with Keller. And before, I believe it was 4150.
That was including the health department. We
Oh,
removed
okay,
them.
okay,
So that's why.
The reduction?
it's Reduction, yeah.
to 38.7.
And the council was fine. And that is just through the end of this year, that contract.
Need a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Ready for the vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
Votes 3-0. Next thing up, Attica Library Board of motion to appoint Karen Truelove to replace Allison Schmidt for the remainder of the year. No, I'm sorry.
2022.
For, yeah, October 19, 2020 through June 1st of 2022.
Make the motion.
I'll second.
Ready for the vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
Votes 3-0. Okay. You got anything to, forget something?
Like you're forgetting something?
Yeah. But I feel like that all the time. I do.
Through my stuff, but I think you guys pretty much covered everything. The acknowledgement of the distribution, did you guys have any questions about that GoFundMe funds? I give you a letter of what they're gonna do with those funds. So Peyton is gonna fill out the claims, turn them in, and then we can release them, and I'll include a letter from the health department board stating they, were in favor of those distributions to the food pantries, community action. I think you have the list in front of you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have no
I told the
question.
health department I, wanted to at least have you guys acknowledge that you did receive that information.
Speaking of health, did, in an email, if you remember an email or phone call, somebody told me that the president of the board was supposed to call the presidents of the commissioners today. Did you get a call, Rick?
Yes, I did.
And what was the conversation?
Oh, it was just about how better to try to get everybody together on one page to,
No discussion of the commissioners and elected officials getting thrown under the bus by the health officer.
not exactly in that term, but disappointed about the way that some of the things were reported
Very disappointed.
and that a some form of a hopefully an accepted apology would be made. And I said I didn't feel that apology should be made by
The board.
the board by any means.
Now, one of the boards stepped out of bounds. She made comments in the paper too about elected officials. The rest of them was
Mhm.
silent.
Yeah, I said I did feel that there was some discontention between Warren County as well. That maybe I didn't realize it was quite as As bad as what it was, as bad as what I thought it was.
I've been talking to a couple of Warren County commissioners, and they're highly upset also. I don't want to really speak for it. But moving on, and something like this has really caused me to think that maybe it's time to split in Warren County. The health department, that's just food for thought for this month. We'll either discuss it between now and the end of the year, or the first of the year, we'll discuss it. And then they're aware that I'm gonna talk about it.
I was contacted, yes, I was.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All I gotta say.
If there's nothing else,
And one thing I would like to say, that the employees of the health department have done a fabulous job. I'm very happy with everything they have done. I mean, they're overwhelmed. I know there's times they can't get back to people, don't have answers, but all in all, I think they've tried to try. I mean, it's all new to everybody, but,
yeah, it's constantly changing, I'll say that.
Okay.
Brenda?
I do have something. Today we had our tax sale and 42 parcels were offered, 13 bidders. So it resulted in a collection of $116,206.69 from the buyers. Next month, I'll present, once I find a date for a commissioner sale and get the information needed. There is a list of some parcels that did not sell at the tax sale. So they'll be eligible for the commissioner sale. So I have like 23 parcels that will be eligible for a commissioner sale with an outstanding amount of $36,531.01. So normally we have the commissioner sale in February. So once I set that date, I'll have you guys sign. Okay? That's all I have.
Yes, Carol?
May I ask one more question?
Yes.
The money that Fountain County receives from the state for the covered bridges on an annual basis.
Yeah.
Which is.
$1,850 or something like that, a bridge.
Yeah, I thought it was 20, but whatever. Is that money that's like a line item that's readily available? Or do you have to go through the bidding process if we're going to use that for the project?
That money goes into a line item, doesn't it?
No, it's just in a fund. We don't budget anything. So
Okay.
I think normally whoever would come before the commissioners and ask if monies could be spent for repairs, like when you guys did the fireproofing,
Yes.
you wanted to divvy it up equally amongst the 3 bridges
Okay.
as much as possible.
But only 2 of them got fireproof.
Correct.
Cades and Rob Roy.
So when the time comes that I'll be looking for that money, that I can just come and ask directly.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna hurt to ask if the county would provide some financial aid.
Thank you.
Okay, while we're still on that point, just the monies that are in that fund, or is there any possible potential monies that could come from the county for, say, bridges, covered
Are you
bridges?
talking about any of
Above,
the,
above beyond what's
are you
maybe,
talking like CEDA, some of the other commissioner
Yeah,
funds? Or
yeah.
because next
whatever
year,
you think, I mean,
Cume Bridge next year is going to collect 0.005, and a line item has been created and approved by the council to spend on covered bridges only.
it's kind of a new deal.
It's new, yes.
Okay.
So you have that, plus you have, and if you look at your report for your covered bridge maintenance, that is gonna be the funds that, maybe Carol or whoever would come to the commissioners and ask for some kind of financial assistance. Does that answer your question?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to ask if there's anybody else?
Does anybody else have anything else?
I just want, Well, like I said, about the health department, I know that there's a lot of community members pretty upset, not feeling like our health officer is really working for our community. Our schools definitely take merit in everything that the health officer says, so it's caused some major disappointments and opportunities lost for our community. So just for you guys to take that into consideration, I don't understand his term limits or anything like that, but I don't feel like he's the best fit for Fountain County.
I believe it's year to year. I believe it's year to year.
No, it's 4 years.
4 years.
Here.
And the health board basically appoints him, but we have to certify whether that. And we did not, I mean, we didn't certify it in a meeting this year. They, Craig's name was electronically stamped on it.
Except for
We
one.
didn't approve it. So I don't know what that means. I mean, I don't know what certifying means.
It's just a formality only the health board has.
Okay.
The equivalent.
What was that again?
It's just that's just a formality. That's just more for us.
So basically, if the commissioner said, we don't like your recommendation, there's nothing. Okay, that clears that up.
Local board and the state board have jurisdiction over health officers.
Does it? Does it really clear that?
That's how the law's written.
There's mud. Yeah. Okay. If there's nothing else, that's it. Thank you for coming in tonight.
That's great.
Joe, yeah.